Hello to whoever might just be happening to listen to this. I'm Archive, member of Foundation Task Force Alpha 440, also known as What the hell was that sound? If you're hearing this, you are probably new to the Foundation, and as such, will only have security clearance of level 3 or less. Allow me to be one of the first to welcome you to the SCP Foundation, even though this will have been recorded weeks, months, or even years before you were hired. Because of the nature of my task force, the O5s have decided to create an audio library of the various SCPs, as well as other pertinent information for easy consumption by the newbies. And guess who got the job of recording all this shit? Well, it pays the bills, so I guess I can't complain. Now, where was I? Oh, right. This particular file is just your basic who we are and what we do recording. You've probably already been told this stuff in your orientation, but I was given a very long list of stuff to record, and I'm not going to be the one to fuck this up. I did do one thing they didn't tell me to, though. I'm the one who chose the background music for these files. I figured it would spice things up, and I can't see any of the higher-ups objecting. Though if you suddenly hear someone else's voice in these files, then you know that someone took issue with my methods and had me either transferred or terminated. But I really should stick to the script they gave me. SCP artifacts pose a significant threat to global security. Various agencies from around the world operate to maintain human independence from extraterrestrial, extra-dimensional, and extra-universal threat. In the past, humankind has been at the whim of these bizarre artifacts and similar phenomena, but now we have reached a point in history where we can begin to control and contain these defiances of natural law. You are now working for the SCP Foundation. You have no need to understand how or why we operate. What you need to understand is how vital your mission is. Our goals: 1. Observe preternatural phenomena and develop new theories of science based on their observable behavior. 2. Contain potentially dangerous phenomena. 3. Develop safety procedures for dealing with all future phenomena. 4. Observe, detain, and destroy anyone or anything preventing us from accomplishing the above-stated goals. SCP reports. One of the most essential functions of the Foundation is to compile and consolidate information about artifacts in our possession or observed outside of our scope of influence. Special containment procedures are required for each and every observed phenomenon. It is amongst your top priorities to assist the higher-level officers in the research required for the composition of these reports. These reports are the foundation of the Foundation. God, I can't believe they made me read that. Anyways, also, it is imperative that these documents never leak to the public. If they are verified and traced back to the source by a party not privy to this information, it could spell disaster for the Foundation and all SCP artifacts currently under our control. So that means if any of our little chads come up outside the walls of the Foundation facility you're hearing this in, they're gonna torture you until you tell them where you put it, then probably feed you to some of the nastier shit they've got contained in these places. A word from the Administrator. Mankind, in its present state, has been around for 250,000 years, yet only the last 4,000 have been of any significance. So what did we do for nearly 250,000 years? We huddled in caves and around small fires, fearful of the things that we didn't understand. It was more than explaining why the sun came up. It was the mystery of enormous birds with the heads of men, and rocks that came to life. So we called them gods and demons and begged them to spare us and prayed for salvation. In time, their numbers dwindled and ours rose. The world began to make more sense when there were less things to fear. Yet the unexplained can never truly go away, as if the universe demands the absurd and impossible. Mankind must not go back to hiding in fear. No one else will protect us. We must stand up for ourselves. While the rest of mankind dwell in the light, we must stand in the darkness to combat it, contain it, and shield it from the eyes of the public, so that others may live in a sane, normal world. We secure, we contain, we protect. The Foundation. Clandestine and worldwide, the SCP Foundation operates beyond jurisdiction, empowered and entrusted by every major world government with the task of containing items which jeopardize normalcy. Many of these items pose both a physical danger to people and a psychological mistrust in worldly affairs, their personal beliefs, as well as an interruption to daily life. For example, the average individual might be quite troubled by the existence of SCP-126, believing there could be many like her present at any time. For another example, they could be daunted by the fact that mankind is threatened by SCP-008 or SCP-058. As a final example, there's a likelihood that many people would submit to or even worship subjects such as SCP-076 or SCP-882. Special Containment Procedures Commonly known as SCPs, these articles are overview reports of individual items in containment by SCP personnel and facilities. They quickly summarize threats and describe items with only necessary details, as time might be short on hand in the event of a containment breach or other event. Items can be an object, place, person, animal, or even an occurrence. They are given an item number such as SCP-XXX and categorized. SCPs are grouped as being safe, Euclid, or Keter, which are classifications that explain expected threat levels. That's it for the welcome and about. If you have further questions, simply contact your administrator or just remind yourself that in certain cases, ignorance really is bliss. But in the Foundation, it's quite often the difference between life and death. You just have to know which side of ignorance you want to be on. In the next file, we'll go over exactly what these SCP groups actually mean. So, until then, cheers. And remember, we die in the dark so that others can live in the light. They forced me to say that. They're so fucking self-righteous here that it nearly kills me. Anyway, until next time.